yeah, turn that off. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. Because Anna, oh my gosh, thank you so much. People are like, what is that water in the background? I'm like, oh my gosh, I forget that it's even there.
I was kind of like, it's like a noise, like it's like.
Okay, great, noise. Thanks. You saved my video. Now leave. Gosh, how many times do you want to say it? God. Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you are new, this is jillianalysia. That is me. I am she. This is me.
This is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be.
And you know I am, especially if you follow me on Instagram. You know exactly what happened with my videos. And yeah, go check that out if you would like to see. So this actually isn't a video that got deleted. This is my Apetamin video, and I wanted to film this because I don't know, I just felt like filming this today. So that's what I'm going to talk about. My experience with Apetamin, with a few of my tips. I don't want it to be too long of a video because I'm not trying to edit all that. So basically, when I started taking Apetamin, I was 115 pounds. A little background story, I was always small. I was always petite. I was always really, really skinny. Fast metabolism, the whole nine. With that, I wanted to gain weight, particularly in the butt and thigh area. Now, my thighs were already pretty muscular because of the extracurricular activities that I did in high school, middle school, dancing, you know, flag team, blah, blah, blah. All that, you kind of build that muscle. So that's, I had mostly muscle is what made up a lot of my, I don't want to say thickness, but you know what I mean? Like, you probably don't. Like, that's what made up whatever, you know, gelatin I had on my body. Gelatin. And I always tell people this is the reason why I need to make sure my lip gloss not dripping. This is the reason why I don't watch the scale too much, because muscle weighs more than fat. The scale isn't going to really accurately tell you, like, it's not going to distribute your percentage of fat, your percentage of muscle. Like, it's not going to do that. It's just going to say, this is the number that you are, this is the weight that you are. Because when I used to tell my mom I was 115, she'll be like, psh, yeah, when you're wet, you know. But I was 115 because of the muscle weight that I had. So still, even then, I was very, very small. And even when I gained the weight to 135 pounds, I was still small. I was just filling out my clothes a little more. I loved it. I loved it so much. And I actually gained a little bit of a stomach, but we're going to get into that. So that's a little background about my body type. So really, when I wanted to take Apetamin, I wanted to keep my stomach flat. And of course, like every other female out there that wants to take Apetamin, get that like hourglass shape. But sad thing is, not everybody's bone structure is that way. So my body, I have slight hip dips. Now, if you don't know what hip dips are, it's basically like, I'll insert a picture actually. That's better to explain it. And it's kind of, you know, a little curvature around the hip area where some people is rounded out. So if you have hip dips, it is not a bad thing. If you love having your hip dips, fine, do that. Me, I don't really want it. And my hip dips were never very prominent, which I thank God for, but I still wanted to lose that because my mom, she got a nice body, baby. She got that. Them clappers. That's what I tell her. I call it them clappers. But I be telling her I want to look like that. And she kind of has hip dips, but you can't tell because it just looks like nice and rounded out and just beautiful. So that's kind of what I was aiming for because my bone structure is similar to hers. So yeah, that's kind of what I wanted. But I wanted to keep my upper body. I didn't want to get like buff or anything because my arms, I already had arm muscles because of flag team. I didn't want to buff up here. I did want abs a little more, which Apetamin didn't really help with that because I got a stomach regardless and I was still doing stomach exercises. So what I did was look up exercises and things like that helped those things, that helped hip dips. Hip dips aren't going to go away, it's your bone structure, but there is a way to, or like a set of exercises you can do to kind of make it less prominent. So, you know, in my head it just makes sense to be gaining weight and then doing the exercises that make it less prominent. It will kind of even itself out. That makes sense to me. And it has been working. It was my junior year, close to the end of my junior year, and I was taking it with my friend. Close to the end, was it? Yeah, because it was spring semester, because we were about to go on spring break. Well, we both wanted to gain weight for the trip to Miami, which I have the vlog and the story time from that trip on my channel, so you can go check that out. But that's what we were gaining weight for. And honey, we was doing the thing, honey. We had like a routine going. Now, I did go to the gym more than her, just because her body is like an hourglass shape. Like, her bone structure is more hourglass, so she didn't have to do much but eat and do a few little leg workouts, and she was good. Me, I had to work a little harder, so I was in the gym a lot more than her, and I was going hard. Like, when I do something, I go hard, which isn't always good. You don't have to, but that's just what I was doing. I was going Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Tuesday, Thursday sometimes if I had time. And if not, I would do my at-home workouts Tuesdays, Thursdays. I would even sometimes go Sunday. Like, I was serious. I was serious. And it was easier to do because I was on campus. Now for my last semester, I'm off campus, which it's not that it's harder to do. It's just that I don't have a lot of time. That's why I'm kind of just accepting the way my body is and letting nature take its course, because I am tired. And I was also always drinking a protein smoothie, mostly from Tropical Smoothie, because it's right across the street from our gym. In the smoothies, I would always add protein. I forget if it was pea protein or whey protein, because whey protein is dairy, so I feel like that would, I don't know. I was always just watching the calories, like just wanting to eat anything with more calories, because what we were doing, essentially, me and my friend, we were bulking. And a lot of gym heads know what that is. If you don't, bulking is basically what a lot of gym heads do, and it's when you eat more calories than your body is supposed to take. So you're having a caloric surplus. Basically, I mean, you're doing exactly that. You're eating more calories than your body should take, so you're gaining weight essentially faster. So with Apetamin, as we were taking it and eating more and on a caloric surplus, that is why I gained so much weight so fast. When I left school, now that it's my senior year, or kind of super senior, I guess, in a way, but I'm graduating a semester late, so this semester I'm home. And even during the summer when I was doing my internship, I wasn't anywhere around the gym, and I was busy, so I really wasn't eating as much as I was before. I definitely wasn't working out as much as I was before, and I lost all the weight. And right now, as we speak, I am 118 pounds. So yeah, all the weight is gone, and I'm, about 2 pounds away from what I was when I started. The only thing that is different is I think the muscle that I gained from the bulk was, why am I doing this? It was a bulk. The muscle that I gained from the bulk is still there. It's just I didn't cut. So that's the two things that go hand in hand, bulking and cutting. So usually, or from what I've researched, you bulk first and then you cut. And you bulk if you are already in a very lean state, like your body is already like lean and slim. That's usually the people that bulk first. So you bulk and then you cut. But when you cut, you are not on a caloric surplus, so you're eating the amount of calories that you should have been eating before, or even less, and basically just shedding that fat. But you're still going to the gym, you're still doing your workouts, but you're kind of shedding that fat, so it just reveals like, voila, your body your body that you've been working on. And that's just an easy way to put it. And that's where me and my friend went wrong. We went home and we didn't eat as much, and we didn't go to the gym, and we didn't do any of that things that we were doing before. So well, me, I lost all the weight. My friend, like I said, she has a beautiful body, so she doesn't have to do much, so she's good. And it's not that I'm not good, because I'm not trying to body shame myself or anything like that. I love my body. That's why I'm not even trying to work towards that again, because I know that I'm going to get older, and I definitely have other things to be worried about than my body. Because really, what me and my friend even talk about now is back when we were like a lot slimmer and things like that, it still wasn't bad like back then at that weight. It's just, I think it's all just the way that you perceive yourself. And some people are super skinny, like even skinnier than I was, and take Apetamin, and that's fine. And some people were thicker than me and still took Apetamin. Like, whatever you want to do with your body is your body, do it. But just know that there are some cons to Apetamin. It's not really given by doctors for a reason, so I would just say take caution when you take it. So when I was 135, y'all, I looked good. It was a difference for me because I was filling out my clothes so well. So well. Honey, that thing was 16. honey's sitting. It was sitting. And it's like I was happy, but I just kept wanting to, you know, keep going. I don't know. I feel like since I gained it so fast, in order for me to have sustained that body type, I would have had to know, okay, I need to continue eating, because what I did, I ate 3 meals a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And then I also ate snacks in between. Mind you, each one of those were a lot of calories, right? And the snacks in between, a lot of calories. So in total, my caloric surplus, I think, was really, really a lot more calories than I should be eating. Honestly, that's how I feel, because I wasn't keeping track. I was just eating whatever calories. Just give me all the calories, give me all the calories, give me all the calories. You should be eating healthy regardless. That's a tip, actually. That's your first tip. There you go. When you eat and you're eating more, at least make sure it's healthy foods with protein, grain, chicken, just fish. Like, make sure it's, you know, it's still giving you energy. It's not junk food, because if you're just eating a whole bunch of junk food, for one, that's gonna go straight to your gut, baby. That's really not going nowhere else. Like, if it's like sugary foods and things like that. But if it's at least healthy foods, you're still gonna feel good as you're working out. And when I was 135, I felt good, but I mean, I was forming a little bit of a stomach, as you guys see from the pictures. And it's not that I didn't want that, but I didn't want that. I just didn't. So I was, you know, working to get that slimmed up. And of course, now that I'm 118, my stomach is flat. But I also see my abs. And that's why I feel like we really did a bulk, and not really a cut. It was just a bulk and then no bulk, basically. And so that's why I feel like I could see my abs a lot more now, and it's easier for me to go to the gym now and use my waist trainer and stuff like that. And some people be looking at me like, why is she using a waist trainer? But I don't care, okay? I'm still gonna use it because I feel like, and I've been like taking videos every time I go to the gym, and just from me looking back on the videos, the waist trainer really helps. Like, it helps just while you're working out, because I do cardio too. Cardio, you lose weight, but I still do it. And I do more like weightlifting things to kind of get my muscle up. But as I'm doing that, and as I'm trying to eat more at home, it's kind of the same thing, just without Apetamin. And I'm also doing protein shakes. I make my own. Also go to Smoothie King on Fridays, because it's $5 on Fridays. And so if I go to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday, that's how I treat myself, by getting the $5 smoothie on Fridays. And I always get the strawberry Hulk, and I get the 32 ounce because it has weight gain supplement in there, and it's really high in calories. So me personally, doing it this way without a Apetamin, I feel healthier. And one other tip that I would tell you guys is take it when you need it, and when you don't need it anymore, don't take it. Stop taking it, literally. If you can even find somebody who has a bottle and you could take one thing of that thing, do that. The bottle comes with a little medicine thing, and it has 5, 10, and 15 milliliters. And my friend had taken it before, so she already knew like what to expect, and told me like a few things that she got from her experience. So I went off of that. And with me, if I don't eat, I will lose my appetite. So the next time I go to eat, I might not eat as much. And I kind of adapted that from college, because sometimes was hard. I would lose my appetite sometimes if I don't eat regularly. So that's kind of what was happening. So I only took Apetamin when my appetite was low. When I know I needed to eat, but I couldn't, like I just didn't want to, I took Apetamin, so that it kind of helped me and it balanced me out. Now I took 10 milliliters when my appetite was really bad, like my appetite was really low. I took 10 milliliters, but other than that, I took 5. And I did not take it every day. I took it like once. Say my appetite was really low, right, on Monday. I took the 10 milliliters. And I would not take it again until I felt like my appetite was getting low again, and I would only take 5. So say it was getting low again on Friday. So I would take it that one time on Friday, the 5 milliliters, and I wouldn't even have to take it again, because really, and this is what my mom explained to me, the more you're eating, it's expanding your stomach, right? So think about it. If every time you're taking a Apetamin and it's making your stomach expand so you can eat more, what's going to happen when you stop taking a Apetamin? I mean, you see what I'm saying? You're going to have to fill up that space that you already ate. But I would say this. If you're the type of person that's going to take a Apetamin and you're going to keep taking it, and your stomach going to keep expanding, regardless, that thing going to expand to a certain, to a certain extent. And it's going to expand a little more than it was before, and you're going to have to fill that up every time. That, for me, once I grasped that concept, because I still didn't listen, but once I grasped that concept, is when I say, you know what? I'm not taking Apetamin anymore because you really don't need it unless you really don't have appetite. Like it's literally like a condition, you know, that you aren't eating. I just wouldn't take it just because of that reason. And because if you have a fast metabolism and you are not able to gain weight as quickly, like myself and my friend and a bunch of other people out there that take Apetamin, then it's like your metabolism is going to slow down. That's a part of life. You're gonna get older and it's gonna slow down, and you're gonna be gaining your weight, and it's gonna be harder to lose. I lost my breath. It's gonna be harder to lose. So just keep that in mind. You know, do what you want to do with your body. Like I said, I took it, you know, just now. I don't want to take it anymore, and it's been working. No, it hasn't, because I'm 118 still. But if I were to you know, be eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, snacks in between, still on a caloric surplus, all that kind of thing, then it would work. You know, it's not like it wouldn't. And you never want to eat until you're like, you never want to overeat either, you know, to the point where you're like forcing it. Like, eat until you're full. Like, that's okay. Eat until you're full. You don't have to overeat. If you eat until you're full, you're still full. You see what I'm saying? You fine. Go on about your day. Go to the gym, something. So the next one is pair up with the gym. I mean, most people already know that. But if you don't, pair it with the gym. Go to the gym. Make sure you're going to the gym. You cannot, unless you just want to gain all that weight. No. I don't even want y'all to do that. Because then it could turn into, you know, it could start being a risk to your health. So just pair it with the gym and eat healthy foods. So both of those together, it's still a little less risky. You know, you're already taking Apetamin. That's a weight gain syrup, weight gain supplement, so it's still not as healthy. But make sure that you're eating healthy foods and you pair it with the gym. You could do exercises to target certain things that you want to change about your body, like I already talked about when I was doing for myself. So try that, just so you can start seeing results as you're gaining that weight. And stay consistent, because you gotta stay consistent. You don't have to go crazy in the gym. Don't feel like, if I don't do this today, I'm going to lose all my weight, blah, blah, blah. Or I'm going to gain so much weight if I don't go to the gym. Like, don't think that. Because if you're going consistently, it's okay. If you want to take a day off, take a day off. That's one thing that I always did do. If I was tired and I didn't feel like going, honey, I wouldn't go. If my muscles were too sore, I could barely move, no, I still went. But I didn't go to the point where I would have like teared muscles or anything. You know, am I making sense? I hope I'm making sense. I'm gonna just leave that there because I'm tired of talking. So next tip, take it when you have downtime, because it will make you sleepy. Now, everybody talks about this, and it's not like as exaggerated. Like, you don't take it and then you're like, oh my god, you know, it's not like that. You're gonna be awake. You're gonna be fine. When you take it, you are gonna be hungry after maybe an hour or two. You will be starving if you haven't eaten before that. So I wouldn't eat before and take it. I would just take it. Well, sometimes I would eat before, but it would be like a few hours after that I would take the syrup. If I didn't have an appetite, I would take the syrup, and then like an hour after I would be hungry. So I would get something to eat. I'll be able to eat it all. Sometimes I ate the whole thing sometimes, which usually I would have some leftovers of certain things. Like if I got a big, like a hibachi, plate. That's a good thing to relate it to. So like a hibachi plate, I wouldn't eat the whole thing regularly. And with the Apetamin, I would eat the whole thing and then my snacks. Like I would be able to do that. And after you eat is when you're going to get tired. Even probably when you're eating, you'll get a little sleepy and stuff like that, which, it's kind of like the itis. When you eat a whole lot of food at Thanksgiving, you got the itis after you got to go to sleep. So it's kind of like that. Your eyes will start to get heavy and you going to drift to sleep. And the only reason why I put this as a tip and to take it in your downtime is because I took it on days where the next morning I didn't have an early class or I didn't have anything to do the next morning, so I could get a good rest, because you are going to sleep good. You're going to sleep good. You're going to sleep heavy, honey. And you don't want to have like a 8 a.m. test and take it at 10 p.m. You do not want to do that, baby, because you're not getting up for that 8 a.m. Okay, so just make sure that you're taking it at a good time the night before. Maybe you want to set 2, 3, 4 alarms. So the last tip is to just stop taking it when you reach your desired weight. You do not have to keep taking Apetamin. I know a lot of people that keep taking it and keep taking it and keep taking it, and it's not really, it's not really healthy, just because of the whole stomach thing that I told you guys about. And personally, I feel like, because even when my friend first told me about Apetamin, I was just kind of like iffy, like, I don't know if I want this in my body. Like, I don't know if I want to take this, you know, because at the end of the day, like I said, and if you're, this goes for people who are already small and are taking it to get like thicker. Like I said, regardless, as you get older, that metabolism slows down. Now, some people, everyone's different, so I'm not talking for all the skinny girls out there, but for the most part, you will gain weight as you get older because the metabolism slows down. So really, in the process of taking it, learn to love your body the way it is. Don't stress yourself out about this gaining weight, because I did that once, and I am to the point now where I'm like, hey, take me as I am, okay? I'm taking myself as I am. God takes me as I am. That's all that matters. Take yourself as you are, you know, because God made you that way for a reason. And I'm not about to preach to you about that, because a lot of people were telling me like, oh, you don't need to take it, like you already look good, you're gonna get thicker. I don't care. I wanted it right then, okay? I don't care what you say. I want it right now. I want to be thick right now. I want to fill out my clothes right now. And you know, I would say just try it for yourself, because it took me trying it for myself. I reached my desired weight. I lost all the desired weight. And now I'm tired. And I just go to the gym for my own pleasure, for my own leisure. And, you know, I still do my workouts. And it's not like I don't have no booty. You know, I might not be like I was when I was 135 pounds. But guess what? I'm 118 and I'm fine the way I am. So that's all my tips, and that is my experience with Apetamin. I hope you guys enjoyed all the tips and hearing about my experience and seeing these pictures. I haven't looked for the pictures yet, so I hope they're not embarrassing. I want a new Bible verse for this video, because like I said in the beginning, if you follow me on Instagram, you already know what happened with 6 of my videos. Not only were those really good videos, but they were the most commented, liked, watched, just really big videos, and I was hurt. But it's okay. It's okay. And I talked about it on my Instagram, so go check that out. But I definitely want to put a verse in here, because I have a lot of verses that I have from my devotionals that I want to share. The only part of the verse that I'm going to put in is 1 Peter 1 verse 8 and 9, but I'm going to read 1 Peter 1 verse 3 through 9. So it says, and before I read it, I just want you guys to know that never will I come on here and sit as if I am holier than thou. I just want to reiterate that, because I do have a few new subscribers. So I'm not going to sit up here and say, you know, what I'm saying, like, you got to do it. Like, and not living it for myself. This is also a way for me to, like, an encouragement for myself. Like, since I'm sitting here telling you guys certain things, I'm learning as well. I'm just kind of bringing you guys along with me in my journey, my personal journey with God. So I'm not sharing everything, because of course that's personal and I don't have to share that. But, you know, I have downfalls, and really, like I talked about in my intro video, again, if you have not watched that, go watch that. But when I interpret these verses, it's never just kind of like pulled from the sky. Like, I either get it from like Bible study, a sermon, or a devotional that I've read, and the devotional explains it. So it's not, I don't want you guys to ever think like I'm taking it out of context. I don't want you guys thinking that I feel like I'm better than anyone else or anything, because I mess up just like everyone else, and I go through things all the time just like everyone else. The only difference is I want to share it with you guys, because, you know, it's relatable that way, and everybody is going through life. So with that being said, let's go ahead, because I'm tired. 1 Peter 1 verse 3. Praise be to the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ. In his great mercy, he has given us new birth into a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead, and into an inheritance that can never perish, amen, spoil or fade. This inheritance is kept in heaven for you, who through faith are shielded by God's power until the coming of the salvation that is ready to be revealed in the last time. In all this you greatly rejoice, through now for a little while you may have had to suffer grief in all kinds of trials. Yes, I have. These have come so that the proven genuineness of your faith... Are y'all hearing me? Let me read it again. In all this you greatly rejoice, through now for a little while you may have had to suffer grief in all kinds of trials. These have come so that the proven genuineness of your faith, of greater worth than gold, which perishes even though refined by fire, may result in praise, glory, and honor when Jesus Christ is revealed. Verse 8, though you have not seen him, you love him. And even though you do not see him now, you believe in him and are filled with an inexpressible and glorious joy. For you are receiving the end result of your faith, the salvation of your souls. Amen. This verse is so good. You may suffer for a little while, but joy comes in the morning. And it's just so refreshing when I read things like this. That's why I encourage everyone to do devotionals every day. It's just refreshing to start your day off just with that grounding. I feel like I go through life and I go through, certain trials, certain things that I'm trying to do in my life. And sometimes I feel like I do it by myself, or I try to do it by myself. My faith should be in God first, right? And through that, doors will open. I just encourage you guys as well. And I've been trying to do this lately too. But when you are going through your trials and when you're going through stressful times, just down times in your life, turn to God. Turn to God first and foremost. Don't try to do it by yourself. And I know it's easy, especially that's a character trait of mine, is just being independent. Me trying to get money and pay whatever bills, just adulting in itself. It's very hard when you're trying to really reach a goal. It goes so hard and it's stressful and it's overwhelming and blah, blah, blah. Reading things like this really keeps me grounded, and it makes me say, you know what? I shouldn't even have this on my shoulders, because God has got me. And putting that trust in God, he is going to deliver tenfold. I kid you not. And that's why I feel like it's so easy to forget because of, worldly things that happen, living through life. To be honest, ain't nobody, well, some people might be out here like doing everything right every day, but me, I'm not always doing everything right, okay? It's hard to always be thinking, God, God's here. And that's really the point that I'm trying to get to. Turn to God in whatever situations you have. Though you have not seen him, you love him. And even though you do not see him now, you believe in him and are filled with an inexpressible and glorious joy. And yes, that's how you should be. I know the Bible says all you need is faith the size of a mustard seed. And mustard seeds are super, super small. Super, super small. You're receiving the end result of your faith, the salvation of your souls. Amen. Like I just really believe that. And I think throughout life, I just encourage you all to be thinking of God and have that on your minds. So it really makes things easier, to be honest with you. Like when I just think and I'm overwhelmed and I'm like, oh my gosh, after praying and after really just being in the word, I'm like, all right, don't need to stress about that. And it's just so much more freeing. So I just encourage you guys to try that out. Try that out this week. Whatever day it is that you're watching this, try it out tomorrow or try it out right now. I don't know. But yeah, I just encourage you guys to try it out. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, the tips, all that kind of stuff. Whatever you do, do it with love. Just love each other, love everyone. And I'm tired, so I'm just gonna end it here. So like I said, subscribe, turn on the post notifications so you know when I upload a new video. Like, comment, and yeah, with all that being said, stay blessed and stay sweet. I kind of spit. Stay blessed and stay sweet.
Release the rhythm, the international vibes machine. Credible.
Caribbean house.